For Toronto, they got to win tonight to keep their season going. They're going to face Zach Sachenko, who was able to shut them out in game number 3. A 4-0 win for the Monsters. 2 empty net goals in that one. Sachenko did not face a lot of action. Artur Akhtiamov gets the call again for John Gruden and the Marlies. Only 2 goals in each game has he given up, and I think you can lay that at the feet of Akhtiamov and the defense in front of him. They will stay intact tonight. Rafai Thrun, Mermis Villeneuve, Chadwick Danford, Trent Vogelhuber will stick with the club that has got him here and the lineup that has got him here. So they lay that in right off, trying to track this down. Here's Zach Aston Reese, and it's through the feet of Mermis over in for Gauntz. Chipped away past Reese. Pinelli coming after it. Aston Reese moves it back up long for Richard. Back from behind the goal, searching for an option, and that shot from Gauntz goes out. Picks it up, and back across the line they come. He's without a goal here in the postseason, strangely enough. Here's Richard with a great chance, sends it on goal, rebound, stop. Akhtiamov comes up with the save, and the crowd shows. Shaw wins it clean back. Rafai looks ahead. He's got Pare on the left, finds Thrun, and they move it in. Pushing it out of the corner. This one at the goal. Odd angled shot there from Shaw, and now they come in tight on goal, and everybody is in trying to prove a point here at the end of this play. Svozil is fired up, but he's not really even involved in it. Now Svozil got involved in that thing, but Latrue. Here's Villeneuve, looks to the goal, and Shaw at the side of the goal. It gets caught up in Sachenko. He didn't know he had it, but he got it. 4 seconds in, a good chance there for Toronto, maybe their best chance in this first period. Nice little move here by Villeneuve to get it on goal. Shaw just turning it aside. Now Lettieri is going to hand that bucket over. Villeneuve, quick over, Groot. Sharp one. Comes back along to Shaw. He waits on it, and he and Villeneuve pretty high on the line. Turning around, Turberg has a chance, shooting, scores! Smoke! Absolute smoke from Turberg. And the Marlies with a power play goal to start things off here. 13:28 into the first period. Ryan Turberg. Boy, is he showing up here in the postseason. Well, that is a wicked bit of business from Ryan Turberg. Stick side high as he beats Sachenko. And the Marlies get on the board first here in game number 4. Turberg with his 4th in the postseason. Villeneuve will get an assist. He leads this team in points with 10, and they change out some of the folks who are interested in 4-on-4 play. Lettieri misplayed that one, shot right on, and Akhtiamov bails him out of the trouble. Other way it comes, 3-on-2. Del Bel Blues following up the play, takes the shot, stop, scramble, and Shaw just calmly moves it back to his goaltender with 1 second left to go in the Turberg penalty. Del Bel Blues only got that decent shot away. Akhtiamov spread out trying to get on top of that one. It kind of walked away on him a little bit. Noah Chadwick gets a hold of it. Sim easing back across the line. Here's a chance, and it's shot hard but stopped by Sachenko. Johnson with the opportunity. This Marlies line, this identity line, a little bit different with Mark Johnstone out of the lineup at the moment. And through the middle, a little flip back, and boy, everybody trying to get a nice little touch on it. Williams with a step here, rips it on goal, rebound, goes off of Akhtiamov and wide of the mark. Up ice it comes, Turberg racing after it. And this one is going to come back. Turberg hoping to find Cowan. He was sneaking in on the backside of the play. Long pass. This one picked up. Here's Pucha backhand. Denied. Cross ice it goes over the far side. Back up to the blue line. Here's Morelli looking down to the goal. Pucha picks it up. Has a little trouble with it. Rolls back up to the blue line. Hard shot. Knocked down. And Cowan sends it back out. Rafai picks it up and sends it along, and it'll be grabbed up by Cowan. 2-on-1 with Crew. Shoots, and that one played well by Dyson Mayo. Now Jacob Quillen out here with still working on it. Knocked down. Here's Hames back over. Nylander upstairs. Nylander on the roof puts the Marlies up 2-0. And Kuhlmans exits the box, and the Marlies get on the board again with 2:13 left to go in the second period. My goodness, hands silky smooth. Alex Nylander. Boy, he had a real rip of a shot in game number 1 from a long way away, but that is a goal that just plays into his strengths right there. Good patience, good draw in, and then finds the empty space. The boards, it comes loose. They try to get it back up to the line and do. Morelli looks in, doesn't have a shot there, so he backs it off to Del Bel Blues. Back up high it comes to Morelli. And Del Bel Blues, he's got a decent screen, ever so close, but the Iron Traveler as it comes back up to the blue line. Del Bel Blues out front looking for Williams. Some tense moments here in the final few seconds as Toronto trying to hold off the power play of the Cleveland Monsters. There's the shot, rolls in, scooped up along the boards. Pearson, one-man wrecking crew out here. Williams looks down toward the goal. Shot finds its way out front. A scramble for it, and it's picked up by Nylander. Now he's away with Luke Hames. Nylander cuts into the middle, waits on it on the backhand, steps close, loose puck, and cleared off to the boards. Stepping out, Cedric Pare comes back to it. Little tap along, and he fights for this one. Here's Shaw, back up high, Thrun, down toward the goal, scores! Henry Thrun from the source. Did that get tipped in? Nobody's quite calling for it, but Thrun heads over to the bench. And he puts the Marlies up 3-0, a 5-on-5 goal for the first time in this hockey game. We'll take a look here as Thrun looks down. And I don't think anybody touched that, actually. Hard to see here, but that angle's not going to tell you much. Beats Sachenko. Boy, from the headwaters all the way down to the open water on that one. Actier stepped in, Williams right back to it, and coming in on the back side of it, pops up, and at the side of the goal, that one cleared, but not to outside the line. Williams around to Pucha, out front, great save! Unreal bit of business from Danford, keen play. And now it's picked up by Quillen. He's got an edge here, but he drops it back for Nylander. Centered out front. Great save by Sachenko on Luke Hames. Back up it comes. Mayo. Del Bel Blues to the goal. Tipped and wide of the mark. Out front it comes. Knocked to the wall. That's off the pads. Del Bel Blues trying to hang on here at the blue line. He does. And Thrun is able to get a hold of it, drive it into the corner. And now Marshall Rafai gets a little room to run here as he's got set for the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. Let's hope there's more playoff hockey here at the Coliseum. 7:15 left to go in this one. And now with some speed, Quillen on goal, scores! Jacob Quillen, he needed it, he got it, and he puts the Marlies up 4-0. His first goal of the playoffs. And I gotta tell you, with some authority, he throws that monkey right off the back. Quillen, you know he's got it in the stick. You absolutely know he does. And he demonstrates there as he puts the Marlies in a comfortable spot with a little over 7 minutes to go in the third. Ben Danford is going to get an assist, I'm guessing. Here comes Quillen on the backhand, pushing it back up to the blue line, but not out. Over the far side it comes. Here's Gauntz with a chance, knocked away by Akhtiamov, and the crowd invested. Pucha out front. This is a good patient moment there by Pucha as they turn it around. Del Bell Blues knocked away from him. Nylander picks it up and eases it back out into center and beyond. Kuhlmans picks it up with less than. Cross the line. Fashing. Turning off the boards. Chadwick chasing him down. He cuts back and he's got it on the backhand. Out front, in. And the puck on the 36th shot finds a way to get past Artur Akhtiamov. And Williams is going to get the goal here to give the Monsters some hope heading into the next game if they cannot find a way to score 4 more in this hockey game with 2:39 remaining. This is just a scramble out front, and the puck finds itself loose on the side of Akhtiamov, and it is knocked home. Take away the shutout doesn't take away the stellar play of Akhtiamov in this hockey game. Turning aside 36 shots. That was shot number 37. Quillen sends it back in. Here, turn it back around. And Del Bell Blues captures it to move it straight back in. Mermis up ice. And Turberg will race back. There'll be no icing on this. He waits up for Pucha. Quillen trying to get it back out. Turberg picks it up. Scores! Takes the 8:15 into the city. And the Marlies with a 5-1 lead on the Monsters with 1:38 left to go. I think it's safe to say they're heading back to Cleveland. Ryan Turberg with 2 on the night. He got the opener, and he got that one too, which just might be the closer. His 5th goal of the playoffs. And another 5 goals for Toronto. Tries to carry it up ice. Johnson all the way back. Akhtiamov picks it up and hands that one over to Danford. He's chased out. Now Sim is tied up along the boards. And everybody comes over to have a say in this equation. McCowan goes down. I think that's Reese Johnson with him. Roman Ashan, I think, with Sim, and he'll leave the hockey game. Ashan will as well. He's always chatty. Johnson's back up on his feet with McCowan, and reaching back to it. Pezzetta involved. The gloves are off there, but the officials straighten the way of it. Minute and 11 left to play to it, and Pezzetta wanted to throw there, but didn't get the opportunity, and I think they'll go, and now he pulls the helmet off. Gets the in the middle of this. I think both those guys are going to be showing the door. And who else is out here? Is that Sean who's still out there? Out he goes. And it was Bizot who has got lots to say, and then flipping off the Marlies bench. 5-1, Bud. Series tied at 2 apiece. And I see getting involved in it, and I think the whole thing starts. This would be beauty if we opportunity for the Cleveland Monsters here tonight. Inconsequential in a lot of ways. The game is already solved. Here's Morelli. And now Del Bell Blues draws in. He scores. And that's his first goal of the playoffs. As Lettieri steps out. I don't even know if they're going to have time enough to get this all on the sheet here at the moment. As Toronto is going to end up taking game number 4 here and tie the series up. It's a nice looking goal from Del Bell Blues to bring his team within 3. He gets some congratulations from his teammates, but with a minute to go and a 3-goal deficit to go and a 3-goal deficit, small consolation. Aston Reese. And a cross check there, and Rafai, and then another one, and now everybody being buried here as the Marlies and the Monsters. Turberg involved here at the end of it, and cannot quite get back to it with Sillinger. A shot there on Turberg, and the referee steps in, and this one starts. This could be actually more than just a penalty. Rafai goes out, Sillinger goes out, Cowan, Turberg. Well, no, Cowan's still out there. I'm not sure that this doesn't become something that gets a little bit more of a look. The officials here will come and meet on this one. I don't think they're really interested in winning this hockey game, and haven't been for a couple of minutes. And 20 seconds left to go. Villeneuve just going to hang on to it. Why not? The crowd rises to their feet in appreciation of the 5 goals from the Toronto Marlies. Ryan Turberg with 2, Alex Nylander, Henry Thrun, Jacob Quillen, and the incredible evening of Artur Akhtiamov with 36 saves on the night. And the Cleveland Monsters will head back home, hoping that they can close out the Toronto Marlies on the 2nd opportunity. Toronto has won their 3rd elimination game of this postseason and will need to win a 4th, as the penalties all handed out here have not hit on the big board yet. But wow, what a